Hey guys, welcome back. Today's video is very highly requested. I'm going to be talking about skincare and running you through my day to night skincare routine. So everything that I do in the morning and then everything I do at nighttime as well. I'm also going to be sharing some of my favorite kind of skincare hacks or like top tips that I've learned over the last few years. You guys know I've had like quite a few skin struggles. I feel like I've been pretty open about it on my channel. I filmed a lot when my skin was really bad, and about a year and a half ago now, so it was June last year, I started seeing a skin therapist, and she basically had a look at my skin and noticed that there was a lot of inflammation and it was all related to my gut. So I've made a video going into detail about that. It's a what I eat in a day video, more related to like skin health and like gut health. So I'll leave that linked down below. That will go more into detail about like how I care for my skin from the inside out. And then this video is going to be more about the products that I use and how I kind of worked in conjunction with my diet to clear my skin. So I've actually featured a couple of these products on my channel before. I've literally been using them for a year and a half now. So you might have seen me talk about them, but there are a few new products as well that I want to share with you guys. So this video is in collaboration with Roche-Posay. They are incredible. I literally love this brand. They sent me product about a year and a half ago. I used it all up and I've been repurchasing it myself ever since then. They've recently come out with 3 new products that I'm going to share with you guys today that I've just started implementing into my routine, and I love them. They are amazing. So good for sensitive skin, hydration, soothing your skin. If you get like quite dry and red and sensitive, you will love these products. So we're going to start with my morning skincare routine, and as I chat to you guys about the products, I will have an overlay of me basically doing my skincare routine so that you can see just how long I kind of cleanse and like the exact steps that I do. So I usually go to the gym every single morning, and I always, without a doubt, wash my face after the gym, because obviously I get sweaty, I get hot and gross at the gym, and even like touching the weights and stuff without even realizing, I'm probably touching the weights and then touching my face and just transferring so much dirt and bacteria. So even if I've got a really busy day and I'm not having a shower straight after gym, because sometimes that does happen, I will always make an effort to clean my face. And this is one of the products I've been using for a year and a half now. I'm pretty sure I featured it on my channel before, but this is the La Roche-Posay Toleriane Caring Wash. The one thing my skin therapist actually said to me was to take your skincare back to basics. Don't overdo it. Don't freak your skin out with a bunch of different products with like all these active ingredients, because not everyone's skin can handle that. So she said to start off, strip it right back to basics. And I did, and I started using this cleanser here. So it's designed for sensitive skin. It's so gentle. It's like a cream cleanser. So I just put a little bit on the palm of my hands and wet it, and then just massage it into my face. I like to cleanse for 1 to 2 minutes. I try and do 2 minutes just sitting there, just massaging the cleanser in, because I guess the longer you massage it in, the more dirt and bacteria you are going to get off your face, and I feel like that makes a world of difference. The other thing is that I use cold water. I think I used to make this mistake all the time and not even think anything of it, but I've pretty much up until a year ago always washed my face with warm or hot water, whether it be in the shower or just from the tap. But I have since learned that cold water is a lot better and a lot more effective for your skin. So that is something that I've implemented, and I feel like it does make a huge difference. And don't be afraid to double cleanse either. I often double cleanse more at nighttime, but sometimes in the morning, if I feel like I've been really sweaty from the gym, I will double cleanse. And then the next step is actually one of the new products that La Roche-Posay have come out with. This is the Hyaluronic Serum. I think that's how you pronounce it, but basically it's a hyaluronic acid serum. And guys, hyaluronic acid is one of the best ingredients that you can put into your skin. Hands down, like amazing. Even if you've got sensitive skin, if your skin needs soothing, if you've got really dry, flaky skin, you will love hyaluronic acid, and your skin probably needs it. The other really great ingredient in this is vitamin B5, which is also super effective for soothing and hydrating the skin, as well as reducing the appearance of fine lines. Amazing. We're all aging. There's no doubt about it. So taking care of your skin and trying to reduce aging like that is really great, and hyaluronic acid and vitamin B5 are 2 of the best ingredients to do that. So this serum, I never ever skip this in the mornings and at night. I use it twice a day. I can't get enough of it. I really Really love it. And then to finish off my morning skincare routine, I moisturize with the Toleriane Ultra Cream Moisturizer. I can't even tell you how many of these I've been through in the last year and a half. I love this moisturizer. I struggle with dry skin quite a lot in especially winter, but this moisturizer, it feels so lightweight and it's such like a beautiful, gentle formula, but it gives you all the hydration that you need. So I never have an issue wearing this under makeup or anything. Like, it's really, really gentle, really hydrating, and it doesn't leave like a film on top of your skin. Like, you guys know what I mean? Sometimes when you put a moisturizer on and you rub your finger over 5 minutes later, you can see it coming off. That doesn't happen with this. It's just all around a really, really great moisturizer. Super basic ingredients, so I feel like my skin just really loves it. The other thing that I never skip out on is eye cream. I have serious under eye bags and fine lines. For now, I am just like super religiously using eye cream to try and help with the dark circles and prevent the fine lines from getting any worse. So hydration under the eyes is key. And I've been using and loving this Roche-Posay Toleriane Ultra Contour eye cream. It's more of a gel formula than it is a cream formula. But yeah, it sits really beautifully, and again, makeup wears over it really, really nicely. It soaks into your skin really well and doesn't leave a film or anything like that. And then of course we cannot skip out on SPF. So this is probably the most important step if you live in a really warm climate. Even if you don't, the sun can be so damaging to your skin. It can make you age a lot faster, but also just like skin cancer, sunspots, all of that. Like, SPF is so important. So La Roche-Posay actually have their own SPF 50 plus face sunscreen, which I have been using since Bali last year. I think I've posted about it on my Instagram. But they've also now got a tinted fluid, which I think is so, so cool. So if you want like a little bit of coverage or just to even out your skin tone on hot days, if you're not planning on wearing any makeup, this, amazing. And I don't know about you guys, but in the midst of summer on like a really hot day, the last thing I want to do is cake my face full of makeup. So this product here is really great. SPF 50 plus, gives you all the protection you need throughout the day. SPF is key. All right, so now moving on to my nightly skincare routine. I don't wear makeup a lot of the time. Like, most days I will literally just be barefaced, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to take you through my nighttime skincare routine if I was wearing makeup, just because removing your makeup properly is so, so important, especially if you have got skin or acne problems. It's so important to make sure that you are cleaning your face properly at the end of the day. To remove my makeup, I have tried so many different like cream cleansers. Some of them are really, really harsh, and I always just end up going back to a micellar water. So the one that I've been using recently is this La Roche-Posay Ultra Micellar Water. It's just really gentle but really effective at getting off your makeup, even waterproof makeup. So usually I'll put this on a little cotton round, and literally I only need one, and I just wipe off all of my makeup with that. And then I'll go in with like a microfiber cloth, like a little makeup cloth, and I'll wet this and then wipe over my face once more, and then I go in with cleansing. And on days that I've worn makeup, I usually always double cleanse. I feel like my skin just does not feel clean unless I double cleanse after wearing makeup, because like it gets all stuck in your hairline, and like, I don't know about you guys, but my creases around my nose here go quite deep, and I'll cleanse and then look in the mirror and I'm like, oh my gosh, there's still makeup stuck in like all of those little areas, even up here around my ears and my piercing, jawline, everything. Like, the first cleanse doesn't ever get rid of everything that I need it to. So to be extra safe, I always double cleanse. Again, I just use my caring wash. I love it. It's the only cleanser that I use on a daily basis. So the next 3 products that I'm going to show you guys are actually the newest in my routine and the newest to the brand, and they've all been designed for sensitive skin on the drier side. If you easily react to active ingredients, you guys are going to love these products. So the next step for me is actually a sheet mask, which I don't do every night. I try and do this at least once or twice a week, just because it's, for starters, it's nice to pamper yourself and pamper your skin. At the moment, I'm actually working 1 day a week at a salon doing lash extensions, and we have to wear a face mask for the entire day. So on Thursdays, I basically go like a full 12 hours wearing a face mask. You guys probably know, I feel like most people in the world right now have worn a face mask and probably know, but it makes the lower half of my face so dry. By the end of the day, my skin feels so irritated and dry and just not normal at all. So I particularly like to use this sheet mask after a day like that. So this has got that hero ingredient, vitamin B5, that I was telling you guys about before. Super nourishing and hydrating and soothing on the skin. And that's also the ingredient that helps to reduce fine lines as well. So I usually put this on straight after cleansing once my skin's dry, and I will leave this on for about 10 to 15 minutes. The way that it leaves your skin feeling after you remove it, it's incredible. Like, I go into my own little world, into my zone when I do this little routine. I love my skincare routine, and I feel like the addition of a sheet mask just makes it feel that much more special. So the other great thing about this mask is that it is made from 100% natural and biodegradable cotton fibers. So it's very, very safe to use on sensitive skin. It shouldn't irritate you at all. It's very gentle and it's great for the environment. So that's a huge win in my books. And then to finish off my skincare, to kind of support what that mask has done for my skin, I like to continue adding in some hydration with my hyaluronic acid serum, which I showed you guys earlier. That's the same one that I use in my morning routine. I love it. It's honestly incredible. The other cool thing that I've learned about vitamin B5, which is in all of these products, is that overnight, if you obviously put these products on before you go to bed, it helps your skin to regenerate overnight. So it actually assists the body in metabolizing fats and proteins and carbs, which then leads to healthier cells and organs overall. So I feel like this is where it goes hand in hand with having a good diet, because your diet is a huge part of your metabolism as well. So if you've got your skincare and your diet both working together overnight while you're sleeping, it's a recipe for perfection. And then to finish off my skincare at night, I like to go in with a slightly heavier moisturizer. So this one is the Cicaplast Balm B5. So it's also got that hero ingredient, the vitamin B5 in it. But on top of that, it also includes glycerin and shea butter, which are both really, really hydrating and soothing ingredients. So this, again, it's a lot heavier, and you'll notice in the clips of me doing my skincare, you can tell that it is a lot heavier. But once you kind of rub it in and it settles into your skin, you don't feel the thickness of it at all. It just literally provides the hydration and soothes and nourishes, and then it sinks into your skin and it feels amazing. This is also really good to use on other parts of your body. So it's safe to use on your face, lips, and the rest of your body. If you've got like dry patches, even on your elbows, like that's such a common spot to get dry patches, you can use this cream there. So this is also really safe to use on children and babies because it's been designed to use on sensitive skin. The whole Cicaplast range is actually fragrance-free, paraben-free. It's got no lanolin in it. So they're really honestly so gentle. And if you can use it on a baby, you know you're safe. So that is the last and final addition to my skincare routine. Like I said, I love my skincare routine. I really enjoy doing it. I never ever skip out on it, and that's something I used to be really bad with. I would get lazy and just not do my skincare routine at night. Like if I hadn't worn makeup throughout the day, I was like, I'll just go to bed. Like I don't need to do my skincare. I don't need to remove my makeup. I'll be fine. But it really does make a difference because you don't realize how much you touch your face and transfer dirt and bacteria and just like the oils that come out of your skin throughout the day. It's honestly so important to do the morning and the nighttime routine. So on top of that, I'm going to share some of my other top tips. I literally have a list on my phone. I was lying in bed the other night, I couldn't sleep, and I was trying to rack my brain of all these things that I have implemented into my routine over the last year. Sorry, it cut out because my memory card was full. So I've just fixed that, and it's getting dark outside, so I feel like the lighting is changing. Anyways, I'm going to quickly run through these tips. I won't bore you guys. I'm going to try and get through them pretty quickly. A lot of them you might already know, but don't make a conscious effort to do them. So I would highly recommend you pick a few of these at a time and just start trying to implement them into your skincare routine, and hopefully you will start noticing a difference with your skin. So the first one I feel like is pretty obvious. It's something that a lot of people just like preach constantly, and that is to drink water. I literally have a glass of water right next to me here. I'm someone that really struggles with my water intake. Like it doesn't come naturally to me to just drink water all day every day. I have to physically force myself to scull a cup of water and like remind myself to continue drinking it. Honestly, your overall health will improve, but your skin as well. So the next one is to look after your gut and eat healthy. So cut out processed foods, refined sugars. I've spoken about it before, like I mentioned in the video that I'll leave links down below. I won't go into too much detail about it, but a lot of my skin issues were due to inflammation in my gut. And so I switched to an anti-inflammatory diet, and I feel like that really helped in conjunction with stripping my skincare back to basics. Just be really mindful of what you're putting into your body, basically. The third one is don't overdo it with skincare. So going back to what I was saying before, my skin therapist recommended to me that I basically just strip it back to basics. So initially all I was using was the cleanser and the moisturizer and the eye cream. That was my nighttime and morning routine. I didn't use any other products on top of that. And then eventually, once my skin started to clear up, I started introducing some different products. So definitely if you're having a lot of skin issues, strip it back to basics, start using some really, really gentle products and go from there. My fourth tip, which I touched on earlier, is SPF. There are so many great SPF products out there now for your skin. I think a lot of people are scared to put SPF on their face because I feel like even just 5 years ago, all face SPF was so heavy and generally caused people to break out. But that has come a long way in the last 5 years, and there are so many incredible products out there that are SPF 50 plus, designed for your face, that you can wear under makeup, that you can wear without feeling oily. And I just feel like it's so, so important. Do not skip out on it. In 20 years time, you will be so thankful that you were so strict with your SPF. Trust me. The fifth one I feel like I've also kind of touched on here, but I'll say it again. Cleanse morning and night. Even if you haven't been wearing makeup, cleanse at nighttime. If you have been wearing makeup, don't be afraid to double cleanse. The next one that I have written down is about using cold water, not hot water. So cold water actually tightens your pores and promotes blood circulation. So overall, it just gives you a much better, more plump, nicer look in your skin. Your skin elasticity will be a lot nicer. And because your pores are tightened, it reduces the risk of bacteria and dirt getting in. So the blood circulation, everything, it's so effective to use cold water instead of hot water. The next one, which this has probably been my biggest struggle, is not touching or picking my face. So I am notorious. If I have a pimple come up, I have to go at it. I have to pop it. I just can't leave it there. And it drives me insane because I know every time I go to pop it, I'm like, you should not be doing this. You should not be doing this. But something just takes over in me and is like, I'm going to pop it anyway. I'm not listening to you. So that's been a huge struggle for me, but guys, oh my God, it does make such a difference. I've found that using little pimple patches actually works. So if I have a pretty mean pimple come up, instead of popping it, I will just chuck a pimple patch straight on, especially at nighttime, and I'll go to sleep with it, and then I'll wake up in the morning and 9 times out of 10, it is 80% smaller than it was when I first put the patch on. So that is one way for me that I've stopped myself from picking, because I have another solution for it, I guess. But yeah, do not touch your face. Don't pick your face. Picking your face will leave scars, and that's a whole nother issue. So yeah, super, super important. And then last but not least is to clean your makeup brushes regularly and your pillowcases regularly. So this is something that I guess I've always been pretty lazy with cleaning my makeup brushes, but I have had to kind of stay on top of it recently. And then the other thing is your pillowcases as well. So I read something the other day that said that you should be changing or washing your pillowcases every 3 days. And if you think about it, it kind of makes sense, because you're literally laying on that pillow for at least 8 hours every single night. And the amount of oils and dirt and bacteria that would build up, it's kind of gross to think about. So I usually switch mine out. I've got a rotation, and I switch them out every 3 days. If I remember, I need to put a reminder in my phone because I can be kind of slack with it. And especially after you go through the effort of doing your skincare routine at night, to then just lay on a pillow that's probably full of bacteria and dirt and gross stuff, it kind of defeats the purpose of putting in the effort with these products. So super important. And then again, likewise with the makeup brushes, they get really dirty. I mean, I just have mine sitting out in the open air. And if you think about how many particles are flying around and just things that can build up on them, not just makeup, no thank you. But yeah, that is basically it. I feel like I have just overloaded you guys with skincare information, which was, I guess, the purpose of this video. But I hope you learned something, and I hope that you can start implementing some of these things into your routine. I will, of course, leave all of the products that I've mentioned in the description box down below. I cannot recommend the Roche-Posay products highly enough. No words can describe how much I love this range and this brand. I honestly feel like it has saved my skin, and I'm so scared to use other stuff. Like over the last year and a half, I've tried little things here and there, but my skin always tends to break out after a couple of weeks, and I always come back to the Roche-Posay. So that's enough rambling for me. I'm actually supposed to be going out for dinner now, and I'm so excited because it's my cheat meal night. So I'm gonna go and live my best life and probably devour some like loaded fries or something. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you are new and become a part of the family. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.